Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Code with Santosh. In this chapter we are going to discuss about the CSS border and outline. So let me first try to write a P tag so that we can put the border around this P. I am writing here just some random text. Here you can see that we have kept some content as in a P element. So let me try to copy this class and save this file and run on the browser. You can see that this text has come here on the browser. So let me go to the CSS file and write a CSS properties which are required to create a border around that text. Okay. So first thing we will add here is border style. So I am using solid here, and the second item is border width. I will use 2 pixel, and third item will be border color. So I am using black for the time being. I will also keep some padding so that they look good on the screen, and I will also make the text align center. Let me wrap this, and I will break these items so that we can see them properly and understand each on everything. Okay, so we have added some border thing in our CSS. Let me try to save and run on the browser. You can see that the border has come around this text now. So let me again go to this CSS file and discuss each of these items. So first one is a border style. So there are many border styles which you can use in your CSS for particular HTML element. Okay. So one of them is solid. There are many other border style is also there. You can use dashed, you can use none. So we will discuss all these things in details. Okay. Our second item is border width. So border width tells us the thickness about this border. We can use 2 pixel, or you can use any of the other measurements like EM or REM or inches or mm for millimeter. Okay, so you can use any one of them. So we prefer normally pixel so that we can understand that what will be the width of that border. Okay, so this is how you can add border width. Our third item is border color. So it tells us that the color of this border. Okay, so you can use any of the color. You can use hexadecimal value, or you can use any color name, etc. Okay, this padding we have just added so that the border and this text does not get very close to each other. To keep some space around this, we have kept this as 12 pixel. Okay, so the border, the padding is 12 pixel around 4 ends. Okay, so for and our last item is we have kept text line center. You can use anything, whatever is your requirement, like you can use left or right, anything. Okay, this is how you can add border. So this is, you can see that we have added border border element in multiple places. So there is also a shorthand for border thing. Okay, so let me try to copy and paste this again, and I will use another class as sort, just to differentiate between two CSS things. Okay, so let me write this, and I will just copy and paste this CSS, and after that I will remove all three these items. Okay, and we will use shorthand property of border. So just use border, and the width of border I will use 4 pixel here, and I will use solid, and the color of border. So I will use red here. Okay. Let me save this and save this file as well and run on the browser. Now you can see that this content has also border, this click me, and the border thickness is a little bit more than the above one. So it's 3 pixel and the above one is 2 pixel. And the color of the border is also red. So instead of writing these three things, we have added the border and all these three things into a single element, single properties. Okay, so we have just used border, and this is shorthand property, like you can use width of the border and the border type and the color of the border. Okay, so instead of writing three things, you can use all those three properties into a single thing. Okay, so this is how you can use border element for sorry, for border properties for CSS. Okay, so there are like few types of border which you can use. So let me first write, copy and paste these things so that you can see and differentiate them. Okay, so I am using here, you we have seen the solid, so we use here dashed, and next one we will use double, and here I will use none. Let me copy and paste it here. Just give me a second so that I can put some content here so that we can see and understand. This is double, and this is none. So here, instead of writing solid, you can also use as value as dashed. Okay, and here we will use double, and this is border none. So if you don't specify the border properties, then there will be no border around it. But I am also using none so that you can see how we can write the border none properties in CSS and you can implement them. Okay. So let me save this HTML file and this. Now you can see, let me put some space so that we can understand them. Let me add this to each and every element. Now we can see there is some space between all these border things. Okay, so now you can see that this is the solid border, this is the dashed border, and this is the double border. Okay, so you can use any one of them according to your requirement. And there is another thing we can use, that is dotted. We have also added the dotted CSS property. So you can see that this one is dashed, but this one is dotted. There are dots instead of dash. So this way you can use any one of the border properties according to your requirement and the border style. Like these are the border styles: double, and dash, none, etc. Suppose there is border for particular element, then you can define border none to remove that border. Okay, this way you can use border. So you can also use border around the images, around the input fields, around the buttons. Okay, so all those elements can have the border, and we will define the border CSS properties like this. Okay, so this is very important thing, like we use border in many places, so that's why this is very important chapter. And one more thing I just want to add here. So you can see that these borders are very flat, there is no curve border. We can also use curve border. So let me try to write here. So I will use here in solid so that we can see them properly. I will add border radius. So this is also very important thing. Like you can see that these borders are very flat. So here we can use border radius. So you can pass 5 values. So I will add 5 pixel. Then sorry, there won't be any space. 10 pixel, 15 pixel, and 20 pixel. Let me save this. Now you can see that the first one is this side, okay, this one, and second this one. So you can see that this 5 pixel is here, and this one is 10, this one is 15, and this one is 20 pixels. This way you can use border radius for this particular area. But suppose if you have single border radius all around the all the corners, then you can use single value here. And let me, so now you can see that all border radius are, you can see that the border radius is now 20 pixel around all the corners. So this way you can use border radius properties as well, and it looks, it is according to your requirement. If you have flat borders, you can remove that border radius property, but you have curve borders, then you can add border radius as well. Okay, so this is about the border radius and border thing. So our second item is outline. So outline also behaves same way like borders. Okay. So I will add one class here, and this will be for border outline. Border outline. Go there and write this border outline. Okay. So what is the difference between border and outline? So you can see that this, the border is around the content, around the text, okay, and outline is just after this border. So out first comes outline, and then comes border, and then your content. Okay, so I have added the outline here. So let me try to write, and I will remove this thing, and I will use this same class for this first one. So you can use multiple classes for particular element. Okay, let me save this. and run this. Now you can see that there is let me go to, I will make it a solid. So now you can see there is a black border, and after that border there is a green outline. So this black one is border, but this green one is outline. So that you can use outline and border as well. Okay. One more CSS properties is there. If you want to use some space, so let me add outline offset. So I will add 15 pixel here and save this. Now you can see that there is border, but the green line around the border is having some space. So this is 15 pixel space, and this comes after this outline offset properties. Okay, we have set it 15 pixel. That's why there is 15 pixel space between border and outline. Okay, so this way you can use border and outline according to your requirement. Okay, so this is all about the border and outline. Before moving forward, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. It will give me a huge motivation to create such videos. Thanks for watching. I will meet you again in our next chapter. Bye bye.